Well, we're following what could be some big news in the race for the 2024 White House. The former president of the United States and current frontrunner for the next Republican nomination, Donald Trump, putting out a rumor on Truth Social moments ago saying, quote, rumor are strong in political circles that Ron DeSantis, whose presidential run is in shambles and whose poll numbers have absolutely crashed, putting him in third and fourth in some states, will be dropping out of the presidential race in order to run in Florida against Rick Scott for Senate. Now, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Again, no indication that there's any truth to that truth post. Welcome to National Report on your Monday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emma Reckenberg.
Yeah, I'm Sean Kreisman. We have reached out to the DeSantis campaign. That's a major rumor, by the way. So we reached out to DeSantis and his campaign for any response. Obviously, he has what he's dealing with there in Florida in terms of tropical storm, obviously the shooting in Jacksonville as well. We've reached out to Florida Senator Rick Scott on that, too. So far, no reaction from either of their teams. We're working our Newsmax sources. So far, none of them have any confirmation on that truth post either. Nevertheless, former President Trump putting this out on Truth Social on his account. So if there is any truth to it, which right now nothing is confirmed on that, and he even said it himself, it's a rumor. But nevertheless, putting something like that out there has some major political implications. One would think that someone would respond, specifically DeSantis, to debunk that if it's not true or if it is. Meanwhile, Florida's governor, keeping topics on him here, taking a pause from the campaign trail to address two major stories developing in his state: a racially motivated shooting in Jacksonville and Tropical Storm Idalia. That storm expected to become a major hurricane before it likely strikes the Sunshine State. Schedule should happen. Forecasters have it hitting the state Wednesday this week.
Our Miami correspondent Leonardo Feldman has the latest on how these two stories are key tests for DeSantis, who's trying to prove he's the right man to lead the nation. Leo, good morning.
Good morning, Emma and Sean. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis canceled a campaign event that was originally scheduled for today in Kershaw, South Carolina. The decision was made in order to deal with the preparations of Idalia, expected to potentially strike the Sunshine State as a major hurricane.
Power. There are tens of thousands of linemen that will be staged and resources will be staged, and they will be surged to the impacted areas. The goal is to get the power restored as quickly as possible. Floridians in the path of this storm, just be prepared to lose power.
And DeSantis' campaign press secretary, Brian Griffin, said that First Lady Casey DeSantis will be attending Congressman Jeff Duncan's Faith and Freedom barbecue in place of the governor, scheduled for tonight in Anderson, South Carolina. In other DeSantis-related news, the governor was booed Sunday by guests while he attended a vigil for the three victims that were killed in a racially motivated shooting at a Dollar General store in Jacksonville. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries released a joint statement along House Democrats saying, quote, "The racist shooting in Jacksonville is the inevitable consequences of reckless public officials who coddle right-wing extremists, whitewash painful parts of our history, and flood our communities with weapons of war." It is important to point out, though, that DeSantis quickly condemned the shooting as soon as information became available. Back to you.
All right, Leo Feldman reporting live from Miami. Leo, we appreciate it. Thank you.